A couple of years ago, when I was trying to grow my business, what my growth really looked like was really like it was a peak, and then right after the peak, it would crash down. There was another peak again, and it would crash down. And over time, I learned something that just by implementing this one thing, instead of going from one peak and then it all crashing down again, it started to stack each other up. Like it grew, and then I figured something out, and then it grew again, and it grew again. And then since that time, since I've implemented this one thing, I've been able to grow my business quite consistently, actually. Obviously there's been ups and downs always, but instead of just being this one-man show with a couple of people around me, it's now turned into this thing with, at the moment 35 people or so, and we're continually growing our business using this thing that I've learned. So that's what I want to share with all of you today, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of entrepreneurs, they're sort of similar as what I am. We're passionate about solving a certain problem. We're passionate about cracking the code, about figuring something out or building something, right? Same with me. Like when I started online, I'm like, hey, wow, there's this online marketing thing. That seems amazing, right? So I started to learn everything about it. And back then, it was still like Google AdSense. Like this is like back in the day, like 20 years ago or so, like long time ago. I started learning about online marketing and started figuring out like how to make money online, right? Figured this thing out, and at some point, once I figured it out, it's like, hey, I figured out the code out about how to rank in Google and how to get clicks on my ads and make some money. And once I cracked the code, guess what? It's boring. That's the way I am. Like once I figured it out, once I cracked the code, I'm not the kind of person who just keeps on doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like once I cracked the code, I'm like, all right, cool, finally I cracked the code. Laura, let me just solve this thing now, right? And then I start cracking this other code, and guess what? This thing that I just built and finally figured out how it works just kept crashing down, boom. But it didn't matter because I was doing this other thing. I'm like, cool, let's solve this code. Let's figure out Google AdWords, right? Like, all right, cool, finally Google AdWords works really, really well. And then guess what? Like, I got distracted and I figured out this other thing, right? And that's been a consistent theme for quite a while. And I see that happening to a lot of starting entrepreneurs as well, because it's just, first of all, it's overwhelming, right? There's a lot of things you can do, but also it's just fun to solve new challenges, right? And I realized at some point, like that's not a way to grow the business, right? Like that's not how you actually consistently grow a business, because you can't expect to figure out something and then it'll just keep on working. Like let's say you figure out how to rank on Google and just, you put all your time and energy on it, and then it ranks, and then you just don't touch it anymore, right? So the thing that I changed, instead of just saying like, all right, so I figured it out and now I'm going to do something else, there's one thing I added in between, and that is like, once I figured something out, once I cracked the code, right, I hired someone. I taught them, I teach them, I showed them how to do that certain thing. So if I have a new problem or a new challenge or something I took on, I figured out the code, I added someone in place, make them responsible for that outcome, right? You good? Yes, all right, awesome. And only then I started out on that new thing, right? Then I started out this new thing. I figured out the code, like how do I do it? Oh, we get more results, right? Before I let go, I hired someone, or maybe if you already have people, but I trained someone to do that particular thing, made them responsible for that certain thing. Cool, you're good, right? Then I'm gonna move along. And by doing that, we've been able to grow our business, because now all the things that I've been implementing is not just like a one day fly, but it's something that, hey, someone is actually doing that at an ongoing basis, right? So it's not like, hey, we do content for one day and then it's gone, or we do ads for one day and then it's gone. No, now we got people doing all these things at an ongoing basis, and oftentimes much better than I do, right? And that's really the key. That's really, there's no real secret here. That's really the key of growing your business. You cannot grow your business on your own. You need to have help from a team, from other people, because some people, they excel at that, right? While you or me as an entrepreneur, we excel at figuring out new solutions to problems, right? That's where my passion is, right? Like there's no problem that doesn't get resolved. I'll solve it, but then once it's solved, I prefer to train someone on it, and that's really the key of like how we've been able to stack our growth and grow our business over time. So anyway, I just wanted to share that quick message with all of you. Hopefully it helps, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, cut, we're done here, let's wrap it up. Oh, well, sorry, you're still there. Well, in that case, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel, where I share marketing tips, tricks, and strategies that will help you grow your business faster. So you can click on the subscribe button right now, or check out the next video. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.